35 Ways to Build Your Self-Confidence. Welcome to Self-Remodel. Self-Remodel is a personal growth and development channel. Self-Remodel will help to enhance your personal growth and development, thereby giving your life a good and valuable meaning. On this channel, you will see videos promoting personal growth and development, including videos focusing on self-development, success and growth mindset, self-discipline, overcoming fear, self-confidence, anxiety and stress management. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel to get a regular dose of personal growth and development to become a better you and remodel self. Relax, have fun as you see our videos and become a better you and remodel self for good. Thank you. Let us start with these quotes. Once we believe in ourselves, we can risk curiosity, wonder, spontaneous delight, or any experience that reveals the human spirit. E. Cummings. Stop thinking you're doing it all wrong. Your path doesn't look like anybody else's because it can't, it shouldn't, and it won't. Eleanor Brown. Don't ask yourself what the world needs, ask yourself what makes you come alive. And then go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Howard Washington Thurman. Keeping busy and making optimism a way of life can restore your faith in yourself. Lucille Ball. 35 ways to build your self-confidence are discussed in this video. In this video, we will explore why self-confidence is important and 35 ways to build your self-confidence. Now, let us start. What is self-confidence? Self-confidence is an attitude about your skills and abilities. It means you accept and trust yourself and have a sense of control in your life. You know your strengths and weakness well and have a positive view of yourself. You set realistic expectations and goals, communicate assertively, and can handle criticism. On the other hand, low self-confidence might make you feel full of self-doubt, be passive or submissive, or have difficulty trusting others. You may feel inferior, unloved, or be sensitive to criticism. Feeling confident in yourself might depend on the situation. For instance, you can feel very confident in some areas, such as academics, but lack confidence in others, like relationships. Having high or low self-confidence is rarely related to your actual abilities, and mostly based on your perceptions. Perceptions are the way you think about yourself, and these thoughts can be flawed. Low self-confidence might stem from different experiences, such as growing up in an unsupportive and critical environment, being separated from your friends or family for the first time, judging yourself too harshly, or being afraid of failure. People with low self-confidence often have errors in their thinking. Why is self-confidence important? Self-confidence is a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Self-confidence is important to your health and psychological well-being. Having a healthy level of self-confidence can help you become successful in your personal and professional life. Self-confidence prepares you to perform at your best in interviews. When you approach an interview with confidence in your skills and personality, you focus less on comparing yourself to other candidates and place more emphasis on answering questions effectively and delivering your prepared responses. With self-confidence, you can better demonstrate your ability to accomplish tasks and achieve goals in the workplace. Self-confidence can also benefit your work well beyond the interview. By building your confidence, you can approach problems in a calm and focused manner that allows you to clearly think through possible solutions. Self-confidence in the workplace also helps you more effectively communicate with supervisors and colleagues and others. Benefits of self-confidence. Having self-confidence can bring many benefits, at home, at work, and within your relationships. Let us consider some positive effects self-confidence can have on your life. 1. Better performance. Rather than waste time and energy worrying that you are not good enough, you can devote your energy to your efforts. So ultimately, you will perform better when you feel confident. 2. Healthy relationships. Having self-confidence not only impacts how you feel about yourself, but it helps you better understand and love others. It also gives you the strength to walk away if you are not getting what you deserve. 3. Openness to trying new things. When you believe in yourself, you will be willing to try new things. Whether you apply for a promotion or sign up for a cooking class, putting yourself out there is a lot easier when you have confidence in yourself and your abilities. 4. Resilience. Believing in yourself can enhance your resilience, or ability to bounce back from many challenges or adversities you face in life. Having low self-confidence is not good for your personality and growth. There are several things you can do to boost your self-confidence. Whether you lack confidence in one specific area or struggle to feel confident about anything, these strategies can help. 35 ways to build your self-confidence. Building self-confidence requires reflecting on your current self-perception and developing habits that promote a positive self-image. Here are 35 ways to build your self-confidence. 1. Focus on yourself. While you may be competing against other candidates for job opportunities, it is important to focus only on the qualities and experiences you bring to the workplace to avoid comparing yourself to others. Consider listing all your positive qualities, unique experiences, and helpful skills to remind yourself of what you offer. Recognizing your individuality can help you see the advantages of your experiences and deep perspectives. Also, identify the goals you want to achieve in your career and current or future roles. As you prepare for an interview, begin a new job, or complete your daily tasks, use those goals to remind you of what you want to accomplish. You can build self-confidence by identifying the goals you have already achieved and the ones you are close to reaching. For goals that are further in the future, consider listing the steps you must take to reach them and what steps you have already taken to get closer to your goal. These reminders can help you see the hard work you have already completed and how far you have already come. 2. Construct a positive self-image. Developing a positive view of yourself can begin with limiting the comparison to others, but this process also requires further self-reflection and actively adjusting your mindset. Start constructing a positive self-image by imagining yourself as the person you want to be. Visualize yourself in the position you are interviewing for, with the skills you want and the network you are building. Once you have crafted a positive image of yourself, consider engaging in self-affirmation activities. Self-affirmation involves saying positive and uplifting statements to yourself to challenge whatever negative thoughts may be in your mind. For example, if you are nervous about an interview, state to yourself the skills and accomplishments that you will bring to that discussion. In the workplace, if you take on a new project or apply for a promotion, you might make self-affirming statements like "I am qualified" or "I am a successful person." Self-affirmation helps you build a confident version of yourself that can likely lead you to professional success. 3. Do something challenging every day. Directly confronting your fears can help you build confidence to face the unknown. Be self-reflective about the things that discourage you and try to confront one of those things every day. Even if those challenges do not directly relate to your career development, the confidence you can build by confronting them can transfer to the workplace. You can also try to directly face the apprehensions you may have about your interview or job. If, for example, you are concerned that you will struggle to answer certain questions, practice answering those questions with a friend or family member. If you are nervous about meeting new people in your workplace, make it a point to introduce yourself to someone in another department. 4. Prioritize self-care. Since both your mental and physical health can affect your confidence, you should prioritize caring for yourself. Make a habit of exercising, eating a healthy and balanced diet and getting plenty of sleep. Take time to do something you enjoy every day, like taking up an old hobby or starting a new one. Consider also finding ways to practice self-care while at work by stretching at your desk and taking brief breaks throughout the day. In addition to maintaining strong mental and physical health, you should also prioritize your social health. Spending an evening with good friends or going to dinner with family can strengthen interpersonal skills that could help you work better with colleagues. You can also try to invite co-workers out for social gatherings outside of the workplace to further improve your working relationships. 5. Rethink rejection. Rejection is sometimes part of the interview process, but adjusting your view of rejection can help you have confidence as you approach future interviews. If you are not offered one job, try to focus on the ways in which you improved or succeeded in the interview. Perhaps you had a confident posture and answered a tough question thoughtfully. You can also view this no as a learning opportunity to better understand how you can improve your interviewing skills. Consider reaching out to the hiring manager to thank them for their time and consideration, as well as to ask for constructive feedback. Changing your perspective of rejection to view it as something often out of your control can help diminish the fear of being told no. This mental shift can help you be more self-confident as you approach other interviews, because you understand that rejection is not necessarily a reflection of your experience or character. 6. Stop comparing yourself to others. Whether you compare how you look to your friends on Facebook or compare your salary to your friend's income, comparisons are not healthy. In fact, a 2018 study published in Personality and Individual Differences found a direct link between envy and the way you feel about yourself. Researchers found that people who compared themselves to others experienced envy. And the more envy they experienced, the worse they felt about themselves. If you are feeling envious of someone else's life, remind yourself of your own strengths and successes. Consider keeping an ongoing gratitude journal to help you focus on your own life and not the lives of others. 7. Surround yourself with positive people. Pay attention to how your friends make you feel. Do your friends lift you up or bring you down? Are they constantly judging you, or do they accept you for who you are? The people you spend time with influence your thoughts and attitudes about yourself more than you think. If you feel bad about yourself after hanging out with a particular person, it may be time to say goodbye. 8. Take care of your body. It is hard to feel good about yourself if you are abusing your body. On the other hand, if you practice self-care, you know you are doing something positive for your mind, body, and spirit, and you will naturally feel more confident. Here are a few self-care practices linked to higher levels of self-confidence. Diet. Eating well comes with many benefits, including higher levels of self-confidence and self-esteem. When you fuel your body with the right foods, you feel healthier, stronger, and more energized, which can result in feeling better about yourself. Exercise. Studies consistently show physical activity boosts confidence. A 2016 study published in Neuropsychiatric Disease and Treatment found that regular physical activity improved participants' body image. And when their body image improved, they felt more confident. Meditation. More than just a relaxation practice, meditation can help boost self-confidence in several ways. For one, it helps you to recognize and accept yourself. Meditation also teaches you to stop negative self-talk and disconnect from any mental chatter interfering with your self-confidence. Sleep. Skimping on sleep can take a toll on your emotions, whereas good, quality sleep has been linked with positive personality traits, including optimism and self-esteem. 9. Be kind to yourself. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness when you make a mistake, fail, or experience a setback. It is a way of relating to yourself that allows you to become more emotionally flexible and better able to navigate challenging emotions and enhances your connection to self and others. Researchers have linked the ability to relate to ourselves in a compassionate way to self-confidence. A 2009 study published in the Journal of Personality found that self-compassion contributes to more consistent confidence. So, the next time you are in a challenging situation, recognize that being imperfect or falling short at times is a part of living. Do your best to navigate these experiences with self-compassion. 10. Practice positive self-talk. Using self-talk that is optimistic can help you foster self-compassion, overcome self-doubt, and take on new challenges. On the other hand, negative self-talk can limit your abilities and lessen your confidence by convincing your subconscious that you can't handle it or that something is too hard and you shouldn't even try. The next time you begin to think that you have no business speaking up in a meeting or that you are too out of shape to work out, remind yourself that your thoughts are not always accurate. Here are a few examples of how to challenge pessimistic self-talk and reframe your thoughts into a more positive way of thinking. Instead of telling yourself "I can't handle this," or "this is impossible," try reminding yourself that you can do it, or "all I have to do is try." Instead of telling yourself "I can do nothing right" when you make a mistake, remind yourself "I can do better next time," or "at least I learned something." Instead of saying you hate public speaking, use a milder word like "don't like," and remind yourself that everyone has strengths and weaknesses. 11. Face your fears. Stop putting things off, like asking someone on a date or applying for a promotion, until you feel more confident. The best way to build your confidence is by facing your fears head-on. Practice facing some of your fears that stem from a lack of self-confidence. If you are afraid you will embarrass yourself or you think that you're going to mess up, try it anyway. Tell yourself it is just an experiment and see what happens. You might learn that being a little anxious or making a few mistakes is not as bad as you thought. And each time you move forward, you can gain more confidence in yourself, which in the end, will help prevent you from taking any risks that will result in any major negative consequences. 12. Take pride in your appearance. How well do you feel when you put on a nicely fitted suit or dress? Waking up earlier than usual and spending a little extra time on your grooming routine as well as investing in some nice, smart clothes can have a profound impact on the way you feel. 13. Appraise yourself. Confidence works in time with your memory. If you are lacking the confidence to get something done, then you should look back at your previous achievements. What steps did you have to take to get there and how can you equip yourself to do it all over again? 14. Offer to help. Volunteering your knowledge and sharing your privilege with others is a great way to boost your spirit. Often, we focus too much on what we do not know that we forget how much we do. The act of sharing knowledge and seeing a positive reaction to it can really boost your morale while helping others. This could be achieved through mentoring someone, volunteering for a charity or even just providing training to a colleague or employee at work. 15. Stop self-sabotage. Self-defeating behaviors occur when our subconscious mind clashes with our conscious mind. Getting drunk the night before a big meeting, procrastinating, gambling money away, eating masses of junk food on a whim, these are all classic examples of this disconnect of wants and needs. A perpetual cycle of self-annihilation will take a hammer to your self-confidence. You will feel out of control, and because the type of habits that tend to be involved are the enemy of progress. The key to stopping these habits isn't easy, but it will be worth it. Make yourself accountable to others, process bad thoughts, identify triggers and causes, and don't be afraid to ask for help. 16. Go to a networking event. Rather than being nervous about your own stuff, focus on how to help others. Instead of going along with the aim of trying to sell yourself to others, why not change your approach and simply go along to see how you can help the people you meet? By doing this, you will come across as calm, confident, and someone that people will want to turn to again and again. 17. Do one thing each day that makes you smile. This could be something as simple as sending a thank you email to a colleague that has been helpful to you, or leaving a surprise present for your partner that they will discover when they wake up. Life should not be drudgery, and we all need to make the effort to keep it light, loving, and fun. 18. Write down 20 things that make you feel good. Think of this as a gratitude list. Typical things you might include are your partner, kids, parents, and pets. I recommend writing this list at least once a month. And most importantly, make sure you are giving the 20 things plenty of room in your life. 19. Listen to your doubts. Sometimes your doubts are there to let you know what you need to prepare for, so you can use them to your benefit as you move forwards. Other times, they are just doubting. The trick is to quickly determine if your doubts have validity. If they do, use them to shape your decisions. To illustrate this, imagine that you have had an enticing job offer, but you doubt whether you can do the job. Spend a little time analyzing your doubts to see whether they reflect reality, or whether they are just negative thoughts that are trying to hold you back. 20. Ask yourself what you have gained when you lose. Do you get annoyed with yourself because you didn't make the most of something or stepped back from an opportunity? Firstly, don't beat yourself up because that's just going to make you feel worse. Instead, be brutally honest and ask yourself what you gained from the situation and what you lost out on. Based on this win/lose balance, what is a different choice you can make next time? 21. Speak up when you can make a difference. Speak up if there is something you think could be improved, or if you have an idea you think has legs. Have you noticed that quiet people at work rarely get promotions? It is not that they are incapable or lacking talent, but their abilities are usually overlooked as they don't know how to engage with others or how to sell themselves. Step out of your comfort zone and be sure that you are an active player. Speak up in meetings by suggesting ideas and offering constructive criticism. 22. Stop struggling and start accepting. If there is something you have been struggling to understand for a while, stop trying to understand it. Accept it just as it is, fully and wholly. Life offers endless mysteries. If you try to resolve them all, you will drive yourself insane. Instead, let some mysteries remain, and keep your mind focused on your goals and dreams. 23. It is okay to be shy. There is nothing wrong with being shy, and it does not mean you are not a confident person. If you suffer from shyness, you might think it is a major weakness of yours. However, introverted people have the edge in many ways, such as they are first-rate listeners, have excellent observational skills, and are easier to trust. 24. Clean up your environment. Your environment directly impacts your self-perception. So, if you are surrounded by clutter, paperwork, and rubbish, put a morning aside to clean up your stuff and get organized. 25. Write a list of things you would love to do. Write yourself a list of the amazing things you would love to do in your life and make a start by simply looking into the first one or two things that leap out at you. This will help you get started as you learn how to be confident. Even if you don't currently have the means to live your dreams, you can, at the very least, make a start. The best way to do this is to write out the things you would love to do. These may include cool stuff, such as traveling the world, learning a new language, or climbing a mountain. Once you have added the items to your list, don't stop there. Begin researching and preparing ways to turn your dreams into realities. 26. Make your self-worth independent from others' validation. Don't make your happiness or self-worth dependent on being in a relationship or being validated by someone else. While it is difficult to admit it, we often find ourselves rating our self-esteem by the value other people put on us. For instance, you may have a super positive boss who is always encouraging and supportive. They make you always feel upbeat and confident. However, imagine if they left and your new boss was the complete opposite. They constantly look for faults in your work and regularly criticize you. Would you still feel confident in those circumstances? If you have answered no, then you need to reappraise your self-worth, as it shouldn't be dependent on the validation of others. 27. Use your strengths. We all have our weaknesses, but they only undermine your confidence if you let them. For instance, are you aware that Virgin's founder Richard Branson suffers from dyslexia? He never let this hold him back or destroy his confidence. Today, he is one of the world's most successful men, with a net worth of approximately $5 billion. 28. Complete a to-do list. The longer you leave that big thing on your to-do list, the more it will drain you, and the bigger it will seem. Get it done and free yourself up. If you have a big goal, break it down into smaller tasks. For instance, instead of trying to write a whole chapter of your book in one go, how about just writing the opening paragraph? 29. Learn to say no. Don't say yes to taking on a task simply because you don't want to rock the boat. You can politely decline requests you cannot meet without needing to create excuses. While saying yes to everything that comes your way might feel like you are being helpful and in demand, in the long run, you will burn yourself out. 30. Learn from confident people. Look at the people you respect who seem confident. Don't copy them, but identify what it is they do differently that conveys confidence and what you can learn from it. People watching is not only fun, but it can be informative, too. Look closely at successful people you know, or those being interviewed on TV, and over time you will notice common traits, beliefs, and behaviors that they exhibit. 31. Follow through on your plans. Most people find it easy to write plans. The hard part, of course, is seeing them through. To stand out from the crowd, make sure that you know exactly how to complete your plans. If you need to, write down a step-by-step guide and begin following it. Not only will this drive you towards the completion of your plans, but experiencing the progress will also give you a continuous boost to your self-esteem. 32. Shift your focus when you doubt yourself. When you feel yourself focusing inwards and becoming paralyzed with doubt or fear, switch to focusing outwards on what you can engage and interact with. I remember one of my writing tutors telling me that when the words stop flowing, it is time to take a break, preferably a walk in the park. It is sound advice, as it is very easy to get caught up with our thoughts and emotions and be unable to make progress. 33. Never beat yourself up for failing. Life is guaranteed to not always be a barrel of laughs. Instead, it is much more like a roller coaster. There will be ups and downs, so ride them out. The art of living is to know how to handle whatever comes your way. The best way to achieve this is by developing an iron core that is unhindered by the topsy-turvy outside world. 34. Celebrate your big and small wins. Look at the big or small goals you have completed and give yourself credit for your part in it. Recognizing your achievements is not egotistical, it is healthy. 35. Do not let people put you down. If there is someone in your life who puts you down or makes you feel small, you owe it to yourself to let them know that you expect something different from now on. Trust me, once you have told them, they will change, and you will, too. Inevitably, you will boost both your confidence and happiness by taking control of your life in this way. Conclusion. In this video, we have discussed 35 ways to build your self-confidence are discussed in this video. We have explained why self-confidence is important and highlighted 35 ways to start building your self-confidence. Act on the ways that you are drawn to. To build your self-confidence, you must start today by practicing what is discussed in this video in your daily life. Do this, and you will start to feel your confidence soar. Demonstrating self-confidence can help you make a positive impression in the workplace, whether it is with your interviewer, supervisor, co-workers, or other individuals you interact with within professional settings. Hope this video is useful and beneficial to you. Which of the ways to build self-confidence discussed in this video do you consider to be most relevant to you? Post your answer to this question in the comment section below. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the notification button so you can be notified when we upload new videos. If this video has been helpful and beneficial to you, then give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and leave a comment below. Thank you for seeing Self-Remodel videos.